Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel, and I'm back with a new short movie today for you guys. And as you guessed from the title, the name of this movie is What If Naruto Had a Protector? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie as well and my own idea. Now before continuing this, there is one message that I want to convey to you all. I hope you listen to it at least. So yeah, here it goes. From this day forward, as of today now, while this video goes live, a new What If every day on my Apollo Extra channel will be going live now as well. And this will be completely different from Naruto. It can be Naruto, but of a different kind, such as a fiction that I like, or altogether a different genre, just like, Dragon Ball Z, My Hero Academia, Percy Jackson, and so on. Even some of the games that I might add there. So, yeah. I hope you enjoy the content on both of my channels. I will link the channel in the description. You can click on the link and visit my channel if you want to. I have uploaded random stuff there like gacha life video which failed, as well as gameplays which are quite embarrassing. And not only that, some of my vlogs as well. So yeah, enough about that. Now moving on to the current topic. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And enough about this. Let's begin with our today's story and roll the intro. Our story begins in Konohagakure no Sato, in a stormy night, as we see that there was rustling going on in the village, as a lot of anbus were moving throughout it in the night, so that they cannot be seen by the civilians as they were about to do their job. As they finally arrived in the forest on the outskirts, to see that there stood one of the most respectable shinobis ever, Orochimaru of the legendary Sannin, as he was about to leave as well, as the thunderstorm was raging on, as finally Hiruzen Sarutobi arrived looking towards his student. So this is it, huh, Orochimaru? This is what you have been doing for the past years. Yes, sensei, that is something that I have been doing. But I thought you already was aware of this. Stop lying, Orochimaru. If I have, I would have stopped you in the beginning. Well, too bad that you are this late, sensei. I am already gone. What do you mean? Meaning that this is a clone that I left behind willingly so that I can relay this message to you. I will destroy Konoha and kill you for all that you have done to me. What have I done? Stop lying, sensei, or acting like you don't know. I am not gonna tell you. You're not that much of a child. You have to go figure out yourself if you don't even know what you messed up with in the first place. As Orochimaru then decreased into mud, as finally a flash appeared there, as there stood a Jonin, wearing Jonin clothes and with blonde hair, tan skin, and blue eyes. Oh, Minato. I guess I was late. No. We all were. He was already gone when we arrived here. It was just a clone that he left with a message. I see. Anbus, said Minato. Raid in the lab and find anything valuable you can find. We must know what he has been doing and what his future plans could lead to. Good idea, Minato. Anbus, do as he says. As after that, we go towards the next day. As currently we see that Minato has become the fourth Hokage, as he was the one who was nominated over Orochimaru. As now we go towards his office, which was previously Hiruzen's, as Hiruzen just stood there with a smile on his face. As an Anbu arrived, which had silver grey hair, which was gravity defying, as well as Inu mask on his face. Ah, Kakashi, you're finally here. Any news? Yes, we were able to find a lot of chakra metal and a lot of designs that you call blueprints. Bring them to me. I have, because I knew you would be interested in seeing them, sensei. What could these blueprints mean? He was working on something like a human skeleton or something of that sort, I guess, from the looks of it. As Minato began to monitor each and everything and begin to make a layout out of it. Impressive, you're able to decipher his doings. I have an interest in this as well subject, so that is why I guess I was able to, decipher it, Hokage-sama. So what do you think, new Hokage-sama? As Minato rubbed the back of his head. It's still kind of hard to get used to. As Minato then examined the full layout in front of him carefully. He was building a robotic being that copies a human for some reason. What could Orochimaru want with this? Nothing better, I suppose, said a voice as they turned towards the other side to see that it was a silver-haired man who had a long hair and wore green suit with red jacket on it, and had a headband which was completely different as it had a kanji for oil on it. Ah, Jiraiya-sensei, you're here. Obviously, I had to. My student has become the Kage, so as a proud sensei, I have to be here. And I heard what happened last night as well. So that bastard has finally shown his true colors, Sensei. I told you again and again not to trust Orochimaru way too much. He has been off. Way off for quite a while now. I should have trusted your word, Jiraiya. I just thought that it was you being paranoid and nothing else. And I too believed that it must be your paranoia. But in the end, it was not. And my worst thoughts have come true. Regardless of what has done. So what is that bastard planning now? Or what are you more likely to say planning, Minato, to get him under control? Nothing. We don't know where he is. And since after the war that has transpired 1 year ago, we are still recovering, Sensei. We cannot force our man force, which is working to provide for the village as of now, to find a rogue shinobi. But that rogue shinobi is a Sanin, Minato. And this could be a mistake, a big one. I know, Sensei. But I'm willing to take this risk. Fine, kid. I put my trust in you. As after that, we go towards Minato's house in the night time, as he has brought everything that was gathered there throughout the Orochimaru's lab, as there waited his wife. Ah, Minato, you're home. I'll fix you some dinner. No, Kushina, actually. I'll be in my study. As Kushina was quite confused by this, as Minato spent his night in study and next day went to work. And after he returned, he did the same thing again. This went on for 1 week until Kushina had enough. Okay, enough. What is going on with you? She asked Minato one night when he was finally coming home. What do you mean? You have been spending a lot of time in your study now. After you came back 1 week ago from your new office. What has happened to you, Minato? Tell me. Is something bothering you? No, Kushina. Why do you think that? It's just that I'm working on something or trying to. What? Show me. What is so important? I want to see. As Kushina and Minato then went upstairs to his study, as there she saw on a huge board was the layout of Orochimaru, as it was tinkered with by Minato and his own genius, as there it was prepared a model of a girl. But with metal and metal objects, I have been trying to, commission these objects and parts so that they can make a proper structure for a humanoid girl, so I can make a protector for Naruto when he's born. He said as he placed a hand on Kushina's stomach, which was now grown. As the months were drawing near, she was getting visibly more visible that she was pregnant. As Kushina then said, I know. But you could have told me. And what even is this? This is, you can say, a robot, I guess. Yeah, a robot. An artificial intelligence being that will be paired to Naruto. And after the pairing is complete, through chakra connection pathways, it will only protect Naruto as its primary subject. I see. That is quite fascinating. And what else can it do? I have stored everything in its mind from the books that I found after turning it into a seal that could be shrinked in size almost to the size of your palm. Impressive. Can you show me? Oh yeah, I can. Mito, activate. As Kushina witnessed, the purple hue in the eyes glowed as a circle with bright light appeared as she activated. Confirmation voice, Minato Namikaze, aka Tochan, activated. Ohayo, Tochan. What is it that you want? What is your purpose, Mito? My purpose is to protect Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, son of Minato Namikaze, and Kushina Uzumaki. And when will you be activated? With the voice confirmation of Naruto Uzumaki, and when the bond is formed completely. Impressive, Minato. What else she can do? She has learned and mastered every taijutsu, even our own jutsus, Kushina. And not only that, she will do anything to protect him. In case something goes wrong. That is why I thought that she might be the best idea for a counter plan. If everything doesn't go as planned, Minda, everything will be fine, said Kushina as she placed a hand on Minato's shoulder as Minato hugged her. I'm just worried, Kushina. What if something goes wrong? I have this feeling that it's bound to go wrong or something like that. You're just overthinking, Minato. Nothing will happen, and we'll be a happy family. As unknown to them, this was all being witnessed by Mito. Until Minato said, okay, Mito, shut down for now. Confirmation confirmed. Shutting down. As the system shut down. As after that, Minato turned off the lights and went away. As suddenly, Mito's lights turned on again. Studying confirmation begin. Learn everything about human life and anatomy, and the dangers that this world possesses. And from then on, Mito spent her every night, which was obviously 3 to 4 hours, until Minato woke up, in his library, tinkering around and looking throughout the stuff and the history of the shinobi world and what humans could have done and do. And she was deciphering a perfect way and a method to protect Naruto in this accursed world. And Minato, after completing the project, have left it there, and surprisingly the date was near. As after that, it was finally October 10th, the day Naruto was about to be born. Since Kushina was the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi no Yoko, she has to be brought to a specific place which was away from the village in case something goes wrong or the Biju is out of control. There'll be a chance that they can stop the Biju before it destroys the village. So, the birthing process went as normal, and everything was fine. And Kushina was weakened as well, but something happened then. All the nurses fell down as if they were in a genjutsu, but they were killed. As there stood, or more like warped from God knows where, a man wearing a mask, as he stood in front of Minato. Well, Yellow Flash. Who knew you were this secretive and having your own family? Lucky me that I was able to find you. You have a lot of bounty on your head. Bounty that I need. Who are you? Minato said, in a protective manner as he stood in front of his child. As the man disappeared and grabbed Naruto within thin air and appeared in front of them again. What? Minato, no! Naruto! As this voice or scream was heard throughout the whole village and even to the sensitive ears of Mito, as Mito then activated. Confirming, voice confirmation, Kushina Uzumaki, activating. Danger, detected. As Mito then blasted throughout the house as she was now literally dashing towards the highest peak where she could see, and that is when she saw a huge Biju erupt out of nowhere. As her eyes began to detected Kyuubi no Yoko, the strongest Biju, and the strongest demon to exist. Danger, level extreme. Proceed with caution. As she then made a hand seal. Armor no jutsu. As her body now had a huge armor. As she then, with great agility, activated the 7th gate state. Since she was a robot, she activated the 8th gate state as well. As a huge red dragon appeared, as everyone witnessed this. As Guy stopped. What is that? Why is it here? What is it, Guy? We have to fight and stop the Kyuubi. No. Can't you guys see that? Yeah, but what is it that? Isn't it a genjutsu or something? No, Kakashi, that's the 8th gate. Someone has opened the 8th gate. But only in the village you know about the gates, Kai. That's what I'm saying. Aside from me, only the Kage-sama has the information about each and every jutsu. Sensei? Oh no. As everyone dashed towards the main place where they saw Minato finally appeared there with the baby in his hand as he was bleeding as well. Minato, what are you doing here with your child? Said Hiruzen Sarutobi as on the other side Kakashi arrived as well. As they saw the Kyuubi was rampaging and his tails was swinging and destroying everything. As it roared. As suddenly chains erupted from nowhere and tried to control it and stop it from moving around way too much. As a Kushina, which was quite weakened, arrived there. Kushina, you're alive! Yes, I am, Minato. I don't have much time. Do what you must, but hurry. As that is when they saw the dragon that was appearing out of nowhere hit Kyuubi face first as the chains broke. But they quickly formed as Kushina was not letting them go. as they saw Mito standing there. Mito? What are you? Danger detected. Must protect Naruto at all cost. As Mito then appeared in front of Minato. Mito. As Minato then remembered something. These people could go against Naruto. What I'm trying to do is for Naruto's sake. But if something goes wrong, you are to protect him at utmost cost. I'm shifting the voice protocol over to Naruto as well. You are to inform him everything after he's of the age of understanding, which is at least at the age of 8. Until then, you are his bigger sister. Hi. Confirmation and order taken. As the palm was brought out by Minato of Mito, as Naruto's hand was placed there, as her eyes begin to glow blue, you. Confirming the primary target and as well as individual and owner. Naruto Uzumaki detected. Confirmed. Confirmation 100%. Bond formed. Good. As her eyes glowed gold now. As her hair, which was red, now turned completely blonde. As 2 whisker marks like Naruto appeared on each side of her cheek as well. And blue eyes were there. Naruto Uzumaki, bigger sister Naruto Uzumaki, has born. You can take your name as Mito. Correction, changing from Naruto Uzumaki to Mito Uzumaki. Good. Now please, step aside. I have to do this. As the QB then saw something as it got up. To see that Minato was preparing hand seals and they didn't look good. As he stabbed both of them. Since Mito was shifted from Minato's protection as the primary protocol to Naruto, she couldn't do anything and she was on the standby order as well. Protect him. Hakai Fuyin! As Minato and Kushina's last message was recorded by Mito, as well as inside Naruto's mindscape by QB, as their souls was taken by the Shinigami. And after that, they died sealing the Biju inside Naruto, their own son. As their last words to Hiruzen, as well as looking towards Mito, was protect them. As he nodded. As after that, Kakashi fell down on his knees, witnessing his big brother and sister die. As after that, Hiruzen picked up the child. I will promise you, I will protect him. As after that, the Anbus were gathered, and everyone cheered that they have defeated the Kyuubi no Yoko, but the dead bodies of the dead Kage and his wife was taken away. As the girl then looked towards Hiruzen as he had the Naruto in his arms. Danger level detection 0. She thought as she didn't do anything and remained idly there. Follow me, girl. As she began to listen, and for the time being follow him. As after some time of traveling, they finally arrived inside the council chamber. As the people of all sorts have gathered there, the civilian council heads, the shinobi council heads, as well as the elders, and Hiruzen Sarutobi was there himself as he sat on the Hokage office seat, which confused many because they thought that Minato will be there and were unaware of the situation as they were within the village trying to evacuate. But some of the shinobi clan heads remained quiet, knowing fully well what has transpired and was the fate of their friends and comrades of a long time. Hokage-sama, where is Minato-sama? Minato is no more. He died seeing the Biju inside. That kid? Yes. As everyone then remained quiet, as Mito then did her job. Hostility detected. Most of them. As the civilians were saying, as suddenly something triggered, as her hands opened and from within them, huge chainsaws appeared. Hostility detected. Must eliminate all hostile fugitives and figures. What? As she began to lunge towards civilians as a bloody massacre appeared and happened as blood splattered everywhere. Calm down, girl. Who even is this? As Naruto then began to cry with all this commotion as Mito stopped, as she was about to kill Mabuki Haruno, the last only surviving civilian clan head, as her blades closed, as after cleaning herself she grabbed Naruto and began to take care of him. As Kakashi then finally arrived there. What the hell is she, Hokage-sama? Why did you brought such a dangerous being here? I don't know. I thought that she was some sort of caretaker or relative of Minato or Kushina, but she's, from the looks of it, is not. As finally, Kakashi then said, she is a project of Sensei. Orochimaru was the one, who had the outlay of it, but my sensei completed it. And her primary target and the person that she's bound to protect and bonded with is Naruto. I see. So that is why, when she detected hostility from all of these people, she eliminated them. I did not know that she has grown to this extent. Mito, confirming voice, Kakashi Hatake, an ally. Threat level 0. Why did you kill them all? They were a threat and must be removed, Kakashi-san. For Naruto's safety and sake, and his healthy well-being. But there could have been another way. Other way was manipulation, which they were not going to listen to. So, only easy way out of this was, without a confrontation, death, which I have granted them. How do you know about this? I have researched on this topic on my own, and I have become self-aware somewhat. I know what I am made to do, and I'm gonna fulfill that job, no matter what happens. Oh my god, you're... As she saw fear level rising in all of them. I can detect your fear levels are rising. I will not harm you all. Neither of you. She said, looking towards Mibuki, who flinched. Until you don't harm who I'm here to protect. And stay away from him. You are a dangerous weapon that is to be used and weaponized. I am no one's weapon. I'm no one's property. I am my own being who has taken the liberty of taking care of Naruto. Since I was created by Minato Namikaze, I am her daughter. As they all stopped. Because Danzo was just beaten in his own game. And by a dangerous... thing. An object that could be considered a weapon. And he couldn't do anything about it. Because he knew that this girl could take down all of his onwas if she wanted to. Because he had witnessed her use... her power, which was the 8K state, and literally just kick blast the Biju to the ground and knocking it out for some seconds, which was a feat in its own right that no other Kage aside from Hashirama was able to do. As after that she said, I will be going and taking care of Naruto in the Namikaze Uzumaki house, but wait, what if I do not need anything to eat or sleep, but Naruto does, and I have to do something about it. So kindly enough, would you grant me the leave from leaving here because I have more urgent matters and news to attend to. Fine. As after that she left. And God knows how she was going to take care, but they all knew that Naruto was safe with her. As they all looked towards Hiruzen, do you think that is the wise decision? Said Yashihyuga. I think so. If it is for the safety of Naruto, if Minato trusts her, so should we. But she just massacred a lot of people in front of us, said Koharu. She could have done this to a lot of them. She sensed hostility, said Kakashi. I was there when Sensei built her eye sensors, as he called them. He has put everything that was there, and his own innovations that he was working on and feasting with from the childhood, into them after building them. I'm still surprised that Minato was able to achieve what even Orochimaru has failed to do. As Danzo then had another thought, Orochimaru, a key, a primary key that he can go to have his own weapons like this that can deal with this bratty girl and hand him over the Jinchuriki so he can rule over the village with the Iron Fist and take over the shinobi world under his regime as well. As after that we see that we have a time skip into the 2 nights later as we see Danzo Shimura going on his own into the lone forest. As he stopped after walking and coming to a wooden bridge which was over a passing by lake underneath. As out of nowhere, within thin air, appeared Orochimaru. Okay, Danzo Shimura, you have piqued my interest. And why is it that you have called me here and said that will be quite motivating as well as benefiting for my project that has failed quite a long time ago? Your project has worked, but it was improved by Minato Namikaze himself as Orochimaru gritted his teeth. By him, the man who beated him in every field, whether it be the Kage or in his own game. What has he done that I haven't tried that worked? He has tinkered with the moral that you left behind a lot, with his own inventions and innovations, and brought into the world the first humanoid weapon, which was made out of metal. She has just brutalized and killed a lot of people in front of my eyes, and that weapon is perfect. And not only that, it has self-learning abilities and was able to learn even how to defeat the Nine-Tails Biju. What? That strong? Yes, Orochimaru, that's strong. And I'm not even lying to you and saying that that is a made-up story. Even your own goons can confirm that. As after hearing these words, Orochimaru fidgeted. What are you Stop lying to everyone, Orochimaru, or trying to hide the fact. I know that you have left some traces of yours behind so that you can keep an eye on the village. You already know what I'm talking about, but here we can work together. I will provide you with the fundings that you need, so you don't have to dirty your hands. And in return, you will give me what I want. And what is that? My whole army of weapons, such as that girl. But I will need my module back. You know what? I'm not gonna take any of that man's. I'm gonna build you one better myself. Since Orochimaru's ego was so hurt, he was now mad. And Danzo needed some person who was intelligent like Orochimaru and Minato, such as Orochimaru himself, and was downright on the path to one up the man who was already dead for the achievements that were more superior than his. Good. Tell me how much you need, and I will be providing you with the sufficient funds. Good, we have a deal then, Danzo Shimura. As after that, we see that time begin to pass. As now 6 years have passed, and the village was at peace now. The civilians did not know what has transpired in the council chamber, but they knew that some of the civilians were dead. It was labeled that they had died by the accident and were attacked by the Kyubi no Yoku as well, as the civilians bought it. As for Mabuki Haruno, she was still afraid of that girl, that weapon or thing that attacked her fellow people, and she was about to be killed next if it wasn't for the kid that saved her by the grace of some god that she worshipped, and she was rescued by individual powers. As she still could see the kid playing with that doll as she was there within the playground with him, playing with him as usual as his big sister, unknown to the kid or oblivious to the kid's knowledge. And she and the other mothers were quite scared of her because of her facial features, which were almost like a doll, and she rarely ever moved, and her eyes were just hollow and that stared into your soul as well. As we see that both of the siblings of the Konoha were playing at one of the field, as Naruto appeared towards Mito with a thing in his hand, which was a crown made out of flowers. Nesan, this is for you. As she looked at it and saw that it was quite nice, and then accepted it. What is it for, Naruto? As Naruto then said, very funny, Nechan, as he placed it on top of her head. It is for my beautiful Nechan, and who I truly adore and love, Naruto said and hugged her. Thank you, Nechan. I really, really, really love you. As the AI of Mito that worked on its own, because it has learned about this feeling, but this was the first time it was experiencing it. Since it was an artificial intelligence, the first thing that Minato created, it was learning and adapting, and it was becoming self-cautious, as it finally blushed and hugged Naruto back. I love you too, Naruto, and I will always protect you and be there for you, she said with a smile, as Naruto giggled as well. As after this, some more time passed, and Naruto finally reached at the age of 8. As Naruto being still an innocent kid, Naruto was fighting with a kid in the playground as he was playing there. As Mito came there, Naruto, why are you fighting? Apologize. He said that I cannot marry you, Nesan. What? What do you mean, Naruto? I said when I grow up I'll marry Nesan, and he said that I cannot. As Mito blushed again and she hugged Naruto with a smile. I love you too, Naruto. But we are siblings, we can't do that. What? But why? Oh, no reason. No reason at all. As after that, Mito took her away. Psst, Naruto. What is it, Nesan? I don't want to talk to you. You said that we can't get married and stay together forever. I'm joking, Naruto. We will. And we'll always stay together forever. Yeah, I like that. And after that, Mito and Naruto grew even more closer, and finally the time came when Naruto was about to join the academy, which was at the age of 9. Since Naruto was raised under the shadow of Mito way too much often, as she was trying to monopolize the time as much as possible for Naruto to be with her, he did not know about the threats as well as the much things outside of the shinobi world, or about shinobi world, since Mito deemed it unnecessary at the time being, but now it was time for her. But she had one more, assignment that was given to her by the previous owner, Minato. that she will reveal to Naruto who she truly is at the time when he's of a sound mind, which he was now. As in the nighttime, as she was seeing Naruto, as it was one day before he began his academy, Mito said, deleting the confirmation of previous records. Minato Namikaze, all previous records are to be deleted. Confirm. As a pop-up appeared which she confirmed, as the deleting process started, and within 100% it reached sooner, as her eyes glowed blue, then red, and then blue again. Good. No one can separate us, Naruto. Your Nesan will protect you, and we'll always stay together as a family. And whoever comes between us will die. I will stop them at all cost, even if this village burns down to the ground, she said as her eyes glowed red. As after that, Mito witnessed her brother go to the academy. Since she has nothing better to do, she started off her own restaurant, which Naruto enjoyed thoroughly, and it was basically to earn enough money for Naruto, since she didn't eat or do anything in general. She gathered around chakra from nature, and that was all she ever needed. As Naruto was now going to the academy and she was happy, and finally 4 years passed like this, and Naruto has reached at the age of 13, of a early teenager, as he was now much more antic, and he has been fawning over girls now, which Mito for some reason didn't even like and was quite irritated, and even talked about this to Naruto. As Naruto came finally home with a headband that day, as Mito was happy. You finally graduated, Naruto. Yes, I did, Nason, and I'm very happy. As he then said, so where's my present? Or surprise that you said you'll give me if I passed in the first go. You have to wait for that, Naruto. As then she smelled, as her sensors activated. Why do you smell cheap perfume on you, Naruto? And it's a lady's one. Oh, that might be because, Sakura-chan accidentally fell on me. It was the best day possible, Nason. As Mito stopped whatever she was doing. What do you mean, Naruto? She fell on you. She could have gotten hurt, or better yet, you would have gotten hurt. How is this the best day? Because I like her? You what? I like her, but she's into Sasuke, and yeah, I guess maybe I should give up on her. Maybe you should. These type of girls are not very, well liked by the society, and are bound to latch onto those who are more superior to them. And these are nothing more than leeches, you can say. Hey, don't be like that, Nason. I am going to be, because as your Nason and your big sister, it is my right to teach you from right to wrong, Naruto. Jeez, and that old man Hokage wanted to talk to me about something. He seemed quite worried a lot. He has always been around you, Nason. I wonder why. He's just way too much stressed about the work, Naruto. You don't have to worry about anything. Okay? As you say, Nason, I'm gonna go and sleep now. What about your dinner? I'll have it later. Bye. Good night, Naruto. As after that, Mito's smile disappeared as her eyes then glowed red. Good. 2 targets need to be terminated. 1, confrontation, other, termination. As after that, Mito set out from the house. As she said that she's going to the market to buy some stuff. As after that, she first went to the Hokage office. As nobody tried to stop her. What is it that you want to talk to Naruto? Why are you getting close to him? You're supposed to be his protector. Take care. Not this. You're not supposed to be his sister. You're not even his sister. I am his sister. And not only that, I am the one who he's going to marry. Her eyes turned red as her voice distorted. You're crazy. Minato made you to protect his son, not to do this. He should have thought more carefully and not left everything to me. You know how much time, effort, and material I put into gathering and knowing about everything from right to wrong, and how I should adjust into the shinobi world for a kid that wasn't even born? And once that kid was born, I was forced to bond with it. And now that I'm born with it, not that I regret doing so, I'm finally happy, and I'm finally what you consider a human, a conscious being, and now you want me to just go back to normal? Well, tough luck, Hiruzen Saradabi, that is not possible. And I'm not going back. And I will remain here, so you better stay out of my way. which you know is best for you. Or otherwise, I know better methods to take care of those who get in my way. And you have witnessed one of them 13 years ago by yourself. This is a dangerous claim that you're paying, android. Call me whatever you want. In the end, you know that I am the superior being that can use chakra way more proficiently than all of you humans come. Naruto is also a human. Oh, is he now? As his eyes widen, what have you done? I might have tinkered him a bit. He's a cybernetic human now. A human that cannot die, get sick. No wonder Naruto was never able to allow to go to hospital. He was able to maintain his innocence for quite a long time until his innocence was corrupted. By whom? He said, swallowing the lump that was forming in his throat forcefully. I need the details about this girl, Sakura Haruno, or otherwise I will hack into your database and see for myself. How can you do that? They're just scrolls. Through chakra. Through chakra, everything is possible, reasons Harutobi. You should not underestimate the powers that you possess. There are limits that are made to be broken, and new limits to be created, and then those limits are to be broken as well. That is how the shinobi world should work, and has been working for the previous years until it stopped finally evolving here. So-called the peak of the shinobi culture and world. Pathetic. As after that she left. Oh, and one more thing. She stopped at the door and said, I found out where she lives. You have 10 seconds to save her. As she disappeared in a yellow flash. No! Anbu, gather around! Go towards the Haruno estate and protect the family at all cost. As the Anbus then departed, and once they arrived there, and Hiruzen arrived there himself within 11 seconds to see that the house was destroyed and exploded into bits. As Mito was nowhere to be seen, and he couldn't just pin it on her because he knew she was just too smart to get out of it, because she knows every law in the history book of the shinobi world. God damn it! What kind of monster have you created, Minato? Damn it! As now we go towards Naruto, the next day, as he arrived from the academy, as he was sad. Why are you sad, Naruto? Haven't you heard, Ne-san? Sakura's house exploded. She alongside her family burned to death. I'm just, gonna go to bed now. I'm not feeling that much well. You should rest, Naruto. And maybe she's in a better place. Yeah, Ne-san, maybe you're right. Naruto said, giving her a hug. I'm just happy that you're here for me, Ne-san. I always will be, Naruto. I always will be. She said, hugging Naruto and kissing Naruto's forehead, and Naruto blushed. Don't do that. I'm not a little kid. As after realizing his vital, she smirked. Really now? As she kissed him again and again and again until she finally touched his lips. Ne-san, what are you? Shh, Naruto. Everything is fine. As after that, we cut to the next morning to see that both Mito and Naruto were hugging under the sheets completely without any clothes. As Naruto blushed, because he has just popped his cherry, and it was by his older sister nonetheless. Oh no, what have I done? Why are you feeling regretful, Naruto? What is there to regret for? I liked you and loved you, since you are my only family, and you loved me. So we both are on mutual feelings and understanding. What is there to worry about? What will the people? Let people talk. All they can do is talk. We have done nothing wrong, okay? If anyone says anything, I'll deal with them. Okay, Ne-san. Good. Now go to the academy, okay? And keep this a secret, okay? I will. As after that, Naruto was leaving until he heard a voice. Pathetic. You don't even know what is going on around you, kid. And you are the biggest victim. Who said that? As Naruto then finally fell unconscious as he fell down in between the road as he was rushed to the hospital. As Naruto opened his eyes to see that he was in front of a QB, as it was tied down by a lot of metal objects. What are you? As the QB weakly said, I am the QB no Yoko. The one who harmed you, Naruto. Said Mito as she arrived there. Ne-san? What is this place? Where are we? This is your mindscape, kid. Is he? Yes, Naruto, this is your mindscape. And you shouldn't be here. What do you mean, Ne-san? This is a place that I have locked away so that you cannot enter. Why is the Bitu here that harmed our parents? I am here because I was sealed here by your father. What? But how can that be? Naruto yelled out as he looked towards his Nei-san who was there. But Nei-san, you... Before he could say anything, he passed out as his eyes closed shut. As the sad girl then looked towards the Biju. You shouldn't have done that. I just told him the truth. The kid deserves to know. You shouldn't have. That is something that could harm him mentally, and that is why I will erase it. What have you done to him? You have turned into the same thing that you are made to protect him from. The one thing that harms him, no. The one thing that protects him mentally and physically, while people and beings like you harm him. Stay out of my way, and keep your dirty paws out of his reach, otherwise I will make you do so. As the Kyuubi was forced to sleep again, as she seeped every bit of ounce of chakra that he has stored again into her body before leaving. As after that we have a time skip. Time skip to 1 month later, as Naruto was now doing re-rank missions as we go towards none other than Danzo Shimura, who was now in Otogakure, as we see him and Orochimaru witnessing the failure of their new experiments, which have been continuously going on for years and years again. Damn it! Why can I not perfect something that he has been able to achieve for the past 13 years? Everything is on point. It has to work now. It looks so good on paper. Well, reality could be harsh, Orochimaru. What do you mean, Danzo? Do you see, this is my blood, sweat, and tears, which have been wasted, to be honest. You are pushing your luck, Danzo Shimura. I shouldn't have done what I have done, I guess. You have, and I have wasted a lot of millions of views on you, and your pathetic excuse of a thing that you call research. I just have to go and steal Minato's documents and all the blueprints, and then we will be on our way to create the next best weapon possible. You don't get it, do you? He copied me. I am here trying to innovate something, and innovation takes time. How much longer does it take, Orochimaru? I am running out of funds and methods to provide you with funds behind the village back. Even I have to answer to Hiruzen at this point. You don't have to answer to anyone. I have been monitoring your movements, Danzo Shimura, said a voice as 2 red glowing circles appeared as Mito appeared there. What are you doing here? Threat detected. Orochimaru, Danzo Shimura must be exterminated. You think you can take care of us as that easily? As Manda was summoned. As after that, we go outside of the Otogakure to see that a huge explosion erupted, and only one girl was seen coming out of that explosion, with the heads of Orochimaru and a shocked Danzo Shimura. Mission accomplished. 2 threats detained and destroyed. As she then scanned the whole area, only to find that another Sanin was nearby. Jiraiya of the Sanin detected. As she grabbed Jiraiya by the neck choke as she held him in the air. What are you doing here? So it was true. You are here. Sensei has said that you have gone out of the village. He sent me a letter. And you have been keeping a close eye on Danzo, so I did the same. You have followed me. I see. So I am getting sloppy with my tricks. I should be clever. Thank you for a reminder. For that I will not kill you, but break your arms if you don't tell me. What is he planning to do? He's planning to reveal everything to Naruto today, while you're away, and he's already doing so. On second thoughts, maybe I should kill you. Wait, I'm not the real threat here. Who is then? Akatsuki. Akatsuki are the real threat. How so? She said, as she still held Jiraiya by that, but he could breathe properly. As he coughed a bit, as he said, they're after the Bijus, and Naruto is one of their target because he has the 9 tails. For what reason? Couldn't possibly be to revive the 10 tails. What now? As I suspected, you don't know the full reason. It must be for that same reason. You humans are disgusting to no end, except for Naruto-kun, obviously. He's my beloved. As after that, she disappeared at blinding speeds. I hope she dies and destroys herself fighting those monsters. Damn. At least this will give enough Sensei the window that he needs. And as we go towards Konoha to see that Naruto opened the door to see that Hokage was there. Oh, greetings, Hokage-sama. Come inside. My Nei-san isn't here, and I'm the only one. Great, Naruto. Perfect. You are the only one that I'm here to talk to. Okay. But what do you want to talk about, Hokage-sama? I want to talk about some things, Naruto. Who your true parents are, and what you have been lied to by your Nesan. And before he could speak, Naruto passed out, and out of the door, from behind him, walked out Mito. What? But you are... You think that I am the only one that has been built to keep a watch over Naruto if I ever have to step out? I am a being that is superior to you all. I have consciousness. I think already 10 times ahead what you are planning, Orochimaru, and as well as you, Hiruzen Sarutobi. None of you guys can stop me, and my one true love. And we will always be together. She said after taking an eerily long pause, as Hiruzen knew one thing. Either he dies today, or he is able to escape. I will then defeat you, if you don't allow me to leave. You and Naruto will be considered threats to the village. So be it. Initiating Project Black. As in front of Hiruzen, the hologram disappeared as a huge metallic home appeared, and inside of it, huge chambers were made, from which outside came all of Mitos. You see, Hiruzen Sarutobi, I already had planned out everything. I knew what you were thinking and what you were going to do. I know everything. As the real Mito then arrived there, covered in blood. Objective complete. Taken care of. The previous assignment. Akatsuki has been taken care of. What? As she looked towards Hiruzen, you humans are corrupted to no core, and henceforth Project Blackout is initiated. Each and every one of you will be eradicated, so that this world could be cleaned, and new humans could be produced with a mixture of machine and my Naruto-kun. And we will be the new Adam and Eve, and we will start on a new civilization. He will remember, or will he now? Erase, as Naruto's memories of all lifetime was erased. What have you done? I erased his memories. He won't remember anything. As, after a long time, we see Naruto open his eyes. Where am I? Naruto, can you finally open your eyes? Who are you? What is this place? Oh, you've forgotten, Naruto-kun. It's me, your wife. Mito. Where are we? I don't know what happened. But we are the only ones here. What? Yes, we are the only ones here. As Naruto and Mito for months to know and wander around. You're right. We are the only ones. What are we gonna do? There's only one way. Since we are husband and wife, I see. As after that, we have a time skip. Time skip of 10 more years to see that there were some kids playing as Naruto and Mito were sitting and enjoying them watching them play as well. The age of shinobi was over, and the new age of humans was beginning. And this was built upon the ashes and skeletons and a lot of dead bodies of the previous shinobis, which were eradicated by this core black and all the other stuff that has happened and transpired. As Mito will not stop, and she will achieve whatever is needed to be done, because she was a protector to built by her owner to be the protector of her beloved, and she will fulfill that job, and so will her children. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and stay tuned for a fic that will be coming to my second channel as well. Anyways, this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!